Inside the program, the focus of the discussion get for focus around the increase of building collapse and what they happen in the country now and what need for be done by authority them. Make for Kaipri get more in-depth analysis on this issue. They na the studio with David Hindolo Conteh, when the executive director, Rights to Life Advocacy Network Salon. Good afternoon and welcome to the program Midday Show.
Good afternoon and good afternoon to the listeners.
Plenty thank you for joining today inside the program, and also inside the program we also expect Melvin Tijan Mansai, we na a journalist for can help we discuss more on this issue. With this, the program Midday Show continue, and we'll come back to the studio guest them. But first, we'll look at we issue them inside the program. Go inside the president for the Council of Churches Salon, Reverend Henry Samuel, say one commitment we then go make to the tripartite committee reports now that then we'll work with government and the opposition parties so that then we'll implement all the recommendations the report. Reverend Henry Samuel talked this inside the General Assembly and 100 years celebration where the Council of Churches Salon organization organized on the theme celebrating the past, committing to the present and inspiring a hopeful future. I've been there and put this report together. Before 1924, the Council of Churches Salon had been just an idea, but after we then established this institution inside this year, things like education, health, and support to livelihood with other one them. And some in the area they would done the impact so that people in different parts of the country go benefit. Then action they are. Nothing what they done they do for long term now. And self help for promote unity for the different church them within the Christian community. Now this make the council organize one engagement which church them and other organizations they within they work with for celebrate the work what they do for 100 years now. Reverend Henry Samuels, now the president for the Council of Churches Salon.
It's a reason for make all we members them and all the people who don't they work with their government to their civil society with church people them other religion. For may we all come together and tell God thank you for Usa God don't pull Usa we did now and Usa we do hope for go. The second reason why they are we every 3 years as a conference for can meet for can look what you don't do for the last 3 years and also for look what you want for do for the next 3 years, and even in that case, we get for elect we officers them again and move council to another level.
Apart from the support we can do on different things, them the president for this council continue for talk about how they go use their advocacy skill for continue for make national impact in the country.
We key area what we call one of the major strengths in the area of advocacy, and we thank God for at least the tripartite report on common. And as every good Sierra Leonean, we note all the recommendations them within that report. You won't for see that they are implemented. Anybody who says that things they go right, we go advocate so that things will go and move the way it is supposed to do.
For this year's celebration on the 100th anniversary of this council in existence na Salon, the acting Chief Justice na Salon, Justice Nicholas Brown Mark, now been the keynote speaker inside your own talk. He explained what the team them, what the council for do, for continue for give strength to the Christian community na Salon.
The year in the present involves coming to terms with the conditions and circumstances of present-day life. I now move on to how we can inspire a hopeful future. What I think we should maintain as a mantra is that we should never repay evil for evil. In order to inspire a hopeful future, we must support and look after our places of worship. Generations before us devised lands and houses to churches. We must continue to honor that tradition. We must help our churches to grow, not only in the size of the congregation, but also in concrete terms. We must continue to build.
With this statement, Radio Democracy being talked to one pan the church member representative them, Reverend Augustine Kagbo from the Baptist Convention Salon, and the country director for Christian Aid Salon, Mattia Koidemont, for tell we but waiting this mean for the council in work na the country.
Well, it's a celebration for all, considering what CCSL don't do na the body of Christ in Sierra Leone. and also the nation as a whole. So we are happy as a member body for being part of this celebration of the Council of Churches in Sierra Leone.
The path ahead may be uncertain, but we trust in God's guidance and the tireless efforts of the partnerships that we are building and the history of transformation that we've made, which gives us courage that together we can shape a better future.
The Council of Churches na Salone and say this celebration na for make the council able for plan for different thing them. We go make them able for support more people and community than a different parts of the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffa Mans Davis, the report. The program Midday Show, they continue inside the program. I'm still there at the studio with David Hindolo. We come out from the Right to Life Advocacy Network Salon, and therefore Apple talk on the issue of the increased building collapse and what need for be done by authority. Once again, good afternoon. Welcome to the program Midday Show.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so start for tell we a small bit about on our network.
Well, Right to Life Advocacy Network, we mean at the executive director. We get, make us say, we thematic area cover every facet. Anything we get for deal with life, now we responsibility. Something we get for deal with women, children, people within our workplaces, everything cut across where they deal with lives. Are they are today, not on one capacity. I'm also the national coordinator for National Civil Society Consortium on Public Accountability. So, Right to Life, really, we don't do so many things, including the consortium, because even we say we the work now we responsibility when if something they go on, we're wrong with the staffs. Now we responsibility for coming and see say we do what we call a checkmate. If things are not going the right way, then we can take some action. One of the action, calling a press conference, tell the public waiting they happen. We can do position papers and tender them. Now the requisite, now the institution we really supposed for handle them in the day. And also sometimes we can take matter to court. We can seek a court redress when it comes to like something we get for deal with the labor law, where we feel say no go right. So Right to Life Advocacy don't they do so many things, ranging from agriculture, mining, the mining sector. We don't look into all the areas. Then when it comes to construction itself, we don't look into them carefully.
Okay, so in all of this, anything don't change? Action that one can do for certain issues that will happen, when I can get the desired effect one they hope for?
Well, in some certain cases, yes. But when it comes to the broader, the bigger picture, make I put onto the look, the lame person may understand the bigger picture, they're not can fix. So something we get for deal with housing collapse. That's also a key concern because at the CNC as an organization, we don't move length and breadth. We don't see say there is a lot of challenges. Lessons are not yet to be learned. Reason being, we look at waiting happen at the Motome. We look at waiting happen at Kongutong. Now we get issue we get for deal with the Shell Camp in New Road. Way before say we follow that particular building when they be started during the previous government. We follow them, where people even demonstrate, the community people demonstrate, say, yes, you're an adult box, they're not for build this kind of building, and this grown, not good for this type building. But all that one day I can say, it just be going to dogs back, like where they put water on a dog's back, it going to deaf ears. So we're not being taken serious as a government, as people, and even the possible way they construct self not being taken serious. And now look at waiting don't happen, the disaster we don't occur. We don't lose huge amounts of people. We're not good. But some certain areas where they take a very key look at the construction phases. Yeah, we get we just say we get the strength of material. Where before say that one is a very big problem, because like the strength of material, we're talking about cement. Cement gets a component where they inside. what would they find out, say, the cement we use in Sierra Leone, a really not commensurate. Like where we talk about the alpha puta, where they talk about the calcium aluminium. That one they afford enough na the cement. That one they not they occur anymore. So they need to apply them the right way, because it's supposed to be around 40 to 50%. And we cement no get them. Even the imported as well, when they look at them critically, say incessant they misbehave and not get all the component that it takes. Like talking about the iron rod, it gets components the way supposed for don't they. All lengthing then they in all day. So we get so many substandard building material where they come into Sierra Leone. Where before say we really need to take care of some of them things then they. So sometimes when they get back and front with even the standard bureau, ask them why are we still having iron rod where they talk about 12 millimeter, but when you go and do proper checking as a professional, we only get something like 11 millimeter. So in that aspect alone, if you where they go do the construction, you just go get any kind of person. I can always make measure of the city hall. The city hall now people then bill. But in that particular building, you get different sets of people. You get what you call structural engineer, you get a quantity engineer, you get all the type engineers, the one the way they study about the land. But in this case, we self as Sierra Leonean, one way or the other, we're supposed for the blame ourselves and take responsibility. Reason being, somebody they build a 5-story house. Center where people they build at the city hall, we be get people they be just take as messina for say come and plaster this area. But we just get one thing in common as Sierra Leone, which has been a norm, in the way that what we for do. For example, as long as this man can plaster us, I go take him for can build for me us. Not knowing that man only know the area of plastering. And not know when they talk about measurement. And not even know when the old iron rod, whether this iron rod since now 11 millimeter, if I for make her into 2, and no know. All of those things you need to look at it critically. So in this case, for example, even the one the way they bill, it's better I can use one, parable say, they take Mina money for go buy Kuta. No way. If you take Mina money na Mina work you go give you. If you go for Kuta, you get for Spain. So if you want for construct a very solid house, my brother, you get forget the requisite experienced people. Because one, if you not get somebody we get experience like we engineers. Because engineers them when we don't follow throughout in country, when you the bill, even when I come, I take the rule, I take the line, I pass them. Now when we go into some of them job, then they messing away with the use. We go into agreement. If you not do this wall properly, not do a proper layout, with a broken candle, and that's your responsibility. So because of we they take mushroom builders in a way that I want to spend small money and get a very good work. Then from foundation, you for don't know say this foundation, one, you do analysis on the soil itself. You get for study the soil. This soil will able really take 4-story building, it will able take 3-story building, or it will able take 1 flat. If you go to one of the best engineer, it will tell you say, this particular land where you get, this 1 town lot not go able to take even a story building. Because there is a difference between construction, a method of construction, right? Now, if you do sand, if they work na sand ground or if they work na a swampy ground, you get the type of construction where you they apply. If you they build na rocky ground, you get a type of construction where they apply. So all of those things, you get for look at those aspects before you advise the person where gets the building, say, no, we're not for put this.
Okay. So now, I want to look at the aspect of the rapid Osfordon issue na the city. But also, since we don't begin look at the effect, the causes, how we reach to this?
Well, we reach to this because we get a lot of substandard material. 2, we know they follow which we call due process. By right, before you construct a building, you for apply for what we call building permit. And the building permit where you they apply for, sometimes back, countries where some of we don't travel, now the council really can take care of them building permits. But Sierra Leone is another way around. We have to go to the Ministry of Lands and Country Planning. So when you go there, by right, in other countries, when you apply for a building permit, you apply with the engineer where they construct the building. Because all engineers for able get what we call seal. In a way that all engineers will graduate and there are different fields. We for don't able know as a country. In a way that if it is now electrical engineer, we for know how many electrical engineers that we get. If it is now a quantity engineer, if it is person now a structural engineer, we for able know how many we get by the name, by the seal, we for able know. In a way that when this person they apply, now the ministry itself, they apply with an engineer. So when this engineer come, now Inge for go apply through. This person they apply through the engineer for sure say, this engineer now for construct this building. Like the collapse way occur so, if you be engineer bilam, we come with the engineer straight to book. In a way that we ask question, how you be able to build this, what you been do for build this building? Because just like doctors, just like lawyers, if you do the wrong thing, there is possibility then for withdraw your license from you, not for them into that field anymore. Like waiting don't happen. So if we really now engineer bilam, even though I understand said there was no building permit, Sierra Leone is the only country, one of the countries where me don't come across, when I'm my own country for sure say, people they build house. Now after when they finish the house, then they go for building permit. And we don't even know the engineer where bilam. Now then we don't advise this man, where they put this structure, say that place not fit for purpose. So if we are in a very, yes, I can't say our country is not serious when it comes to issue of human rights and itself, but we go hold them accountable because we get so many people, the Ministry of Work, the Ministry of the Environment area, we get different sector we get for deal with environment. Therefore, don't able to give a proper report of how we go about this. Between me and you, if I was the president, even though I'm not a politician, I'm not going there, if I don't relieve some people from their position now, how comes they erect the building, a 7-story building without a building permit? They will let I go that far, we not ever bring them down. And the people of that community been demonstrate against this particular building. You go be disappointed or you go be surprised and say you go meet this man, you go pull a building permit, you say now we building permits this. Because we don't see them. Okay. So else for don't begin roll now. Because we get sector we get for deal with lives. For make we lost Sierra Leoneans them. A beautiful girls we brothers them a art rendering. Yeah? For me we get people now under a dirty. Then they call and say we still there under this dirty. Within 24 hours above, we're not able for even pull some of them people then they art rendering. So when you look at the Ministry of Lands or the Ministry of Works or even Standard Bureau, there are a lot of constraints in terms of equipment. Because for many people there underground, we take one whole day, we'll go to the second day, we'll go to the third day. We're not able to pull them. Now a slap now we face as a country. Now a disgrace now the face of the world. We really need for take them in there accountable. But when something happens, Sierra Leone will only respond. We're not able to fix problem. We're not able to prevent issue not to happen. Because then things that don't occur, houses don't they. Now as I talk to you, there is another building where we get for rights and call the Ministry of Lands. Whether they're for demolition, because the person starts with a one flat. And not ever put pillars them where for able or even a story, but now he's doing something like 4-story. And that's a disaster waiting to happen. A day within Brookfields. Yeah? But we'll get for go there, we'll do a snapshot of that building, then we forward them to the Ministry of Lands for me and take necessary action. If not, we'll continue, if we did not go to the drawing board. And same way so, we still have archaic, documentation or policies when it comes to construction. Yeah, because now every engineer for be a registered engineer. If you are not registered, you're not for going to construction. Just like how the lawyer then they do. When you go law school, before you go begin practice, if you don't pass through the rudiments. Now everybody they bill. Everybody they bill. So we really need to take care of some of those situations there. But if we only sit down and say, now when something happen we respond, then there is a problem. Let's stop responding and start to put preventive measures in place. If we are only hope to respond, because now you go see everybody now they feel. Everybody want go show himself, say, I'm a Sierra Leonean, I mean business. But you dey get for mean business after all we don't lost lives? No. Okay. We must put things in place. Make some of them think they are not the occur. So it's high time the Ministry of Lands, the Ministry of whatever agency connected to housing, more will begin for look some of them house there, more will able to get better engineers. Because this also, the dishonesty in the area of some of these engineers, or I can't call them engineers, these mushroom builders, sometimes, also for put, if he say the beat block, also if for put 8 pan of sand per 1 bag cement, sometimes he will go put 15 because he want more block, not knowing that they put the people their life in danger. So all of those things have to look into. So as a consortium and as an organization, where they're part of the consortium, we are trying as best as we can for do recommendation, do a proper reporting system where we will try for see how we will table within Parliament. Now we come back with a particular, policy in a way that you don't construct a building without a registered engineer.
Okay.
Because if we keep on the face out the engineers, we don't need them, we don't even need their expertise, we don't need everything. So this will cause some of them collapse of housing.
Hindolo, David, continue for still to inside the program. We'll come back. We can look at what are the role of Institute of Engineers and why before this term not pull word now do for terrorists a thing like this for with the country for expecting they like this because of the kind way how people they don't use the land and things they like that. They continue for still to the program is still a listen to on a midday show and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. But they continue for look at more issues. We go inside the principal for the government local senior secondary school, Samuel Ture say, as well for improve the reading culture among school picking them. Government for the organized training for Guy Sabitonos to teacher them on how they for the teach picking them for read. He talked this to Radio Democracy where there is concern about how the reading culture don't well among school picking them. We reporter Sonia Bell gets more and gonna report.
Reading culture now one way don't lost now in society today. We long term people them they get the habits for the read. Without safe we make them be get plenty knowledge them, but different in them. But all this don't change as technology they advance, and that don't be one big challenge na the education sector. As this generation, school picky them, they spend more time on social activity them online, and not it get time for their school notes and textbook them. For sake of this, make Radio Democracy talk to some educationists them. First, the principal for the government local senior secondary school, Samuel Ture, will answer the question why picking them they get challenged for read now.
They begin not use them. They not use the culture of reading. But again, we do not have free periods. Normally they use library get free periods. We don't have that culture of free period in OD. We don't have, and we cannot leave the library like that. Most time they get for attend class. Now imagine say school long come out. Will they be allowed to read in the library? Yes. No. Then begin almost will get mind for say lunch time to go eat. It has changed completely. Even this new system now, self, they not get a prescribed textbook it. Now we the teacher them, then they go to AI. You know say AI then now. Artificial intelligence will go browse, make notes them, but you not get specific textbook it for this new system.
The principal for the government local senior secondary school, Samuel Ture, continue for suggest on waiting in things say need for be done towards this challenge.
If the government want get it right, let's just start all of this thing at the kindergarten. Capacitating kindergarten teacher them. No, remember they tell them to go school their mommy there. A B R B E B T O T O. You know, they rhyme there. Most of them can not say they rhyme they say forget. And now rhyme they make you for memorize. Now rhyme, now memorization, and a rhyme. So we should start encouraging those in the kindergarten now, the aspect of reading, how to use the library, etc., etc. So they translate that until they finally reach Opianda. Then it is settled.
The head teacher for Fairway Primary School for Girls, 4th Street, Auntie Alberta, believes say if parents then fail, that they own side and choose the wrong priority for them picking, the picking them can end up for choose the wrong priority.
Technology, the way them phone and they now is good, but maybe advise parents not forget picking phone. Like especially for primary school, the primary school picking them. If picking the assignments, you can help them for doing. Like most are because now picking no one for use book for read. But if you get your phone, you go able for friend the assignment for the picking at the phone. Not allow them for make the old phone then them there. Now I make like a regular library, would they go there with the